All right, guys. I'm going to wait. Make sure we have audio, all that type of good stuff. We have tons of stuff to unbox. I've been like crazy busy, guys, and just have not had time to go live and unbox this stuff. So we're going to be knocking out some serious stuff here. Okay, do we have audio, guys? All right, sounds like it. What's going on, guys? Bill, Tony. All right, so we got like an insane amount of stuff, guys. It's a little bit crazy. I don't even know where I'm going to put all this stuff. Anyway, it's been piling up. So we're going to start off with some UK variants. All right. Let's see if I can figure out. All right, it's got a little zip strip here. Um, I don't even remember which ones these are, to tell you the truth. All right. Okay. So yeah, happy early Halloween to everyone. Hopefully, if you got little ones, you trick or treat with them, or stay home and scare the big kids, or whatever you guys are planning on doing. Hopefully, you guys have some fun. Let's see. What's going on, Joe? All right. So yeah, man, with Venom 19 coming out, I don't know now if there's going to be some big reveal with Dylan. I was kind of thinking maybe he's going to be like a human version of Null, dude. I mean, that would be sick if he ends up being able to take like a whole bunch of symbiotes and make like some crazy ass symbiote armor or something, or I don't know if he would turn into a dragon like Null was, or whatever he's gonna do, but that would be kind of interesting if he was able to do something like that. Okay. All right. So these are some Red Sonja Vampirella. I believe this was Gerald Perel. I don't know how. It's pretty dark. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see here. And try and get a little more light. I'm not sure now. I'll come back this way. Anyway, the art is relatively dark in that. So, okay, we got a few more of those. Okay, and this was I kind of like this Red Sonja. I believe this was the last one of this miniseries, the She Devil. Gosh, man, it's like this art's dark, and you know, I don't know if I can get a little better light on these. I'll come this way a little, maybe something like that. Okay, so I think that's all that was in that one. Looks like I did about 5 or 6 copies of each, something like that. Vampirella stuff seems to always do pretty well. So, and there's been a lot of Red Sonja covers coming out recently that look pretty sweet. So I don't know if maybe the market's been flooded with cool Red Sonja covers or not, but I kind of like the stuff that Perel was doing on that miniseries for Birth of She-Devil. So I think I've got like a couple variants for all of the stuff that he did. believe it was like 6, 1 through 6, maybe. Something like that. Okay, so we got... Damn, man, this is a lot of books to try and shove in one Gemini mailer. What we got here? I think we're gonna go like this. Yeah, this is a grip of books. Just shove in one Gemini mailer, man. This feels like it's 20 bucks. Okay. So, let's see here. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of tape to get through here. I kind of created a brick between some boards. This looks like what they did here. Let's see if, who else we got in the chat? Man, okay, come on. Man, sometimes unboxing this shit takes a little bit longer than I want it to. Come on. Alright, 3 more to go, guys. Alright. Oh, one more. One more. Alright, that should do it. Okay, these are some Vampirella Shannon Mares. These are pretty sweet. I don't remember exactly which book this was, if this was like for the anniversary edition or whatnot. But same thing, you know, Vampirella seems to do pretty well. Shannon Mare is pretty hot, so I don't think we can go too wrong with that combination. Looks like I did... How many of these did I do? It says 4 or 5. Maybe I did 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it looks like I did 10 of those. Nope. More. 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I did 15 of those. Jeez, man, I'm gonna have to check and see. Hopefully these things are still selling well, but for whatever reason, I went nuts, dude. Okay, this was a pretty cool cover that I liked. I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, but this is the Blade Runner exclusive. I kind of like this one. Pretty cool cover. I believe I picked up a few of these. What did I do? Maybe 3. So I don't know if that'll go anywhere, but I thought it was a pretty sweet cover, so I picked it up just for that, really. Okay, so we got 3 of those. Oh, this was Unnatural. Man, I can't remember which one this was. I don't know if this was Unnatural number 6. I don't recall which issue number this was. But it must have been something that 789 or Sad Lemon was doing, and I decided to grab a few of those too. So it looks like I did 3 of that one. And there's like a minimal trade dress. I guess it's Oh, I guess this is the more risque. It's not completely super risque, but it's mildly risque or whatnot. So it's that one, and then this is the other one. Okay, last box of UK variants, and what's this one? I don't even remember, man. That's crazy when I, can't even remember exactly what I ordered. All right, we got some popcorn here. So this one's probably definitely shipped the safest of all of them. This one's probably Sad Lemon. I think Sad Lemon in the UK ships the best out of everyone in the UK. Okay. I think that is everything. Let's see if I can see. Yeah, this one's Sad Lemon. So, like I said, I think they actually do the best job um, of the people selling exclusives out of the UK. And sometimes sometimes they'll share stuff with Comic Exposure, and I'll actually, if it's a cover I want, I will buy it from Sad Lemon and pay extra shipping versus getting it from Comic Exposure because I feel Comic Exposure just ships like shit, and the books show up damaged. So I just don't get anything from them unless it's absolute absolute last choice basically. Okay, so this is some House of X, more Shannon Mayer goodness. So this was his first Marvel cover. Um, and it's House of X #1, so I haven't checked to see how these are doing lately. But okay, let me see here. What do we got? Hold on, this is like taped. Okay. And I remember these took a long time to get because I guess a lot of them got damaged. So that is the trade dress, and I think there's a Virgin too. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe this was all it was. One, two. No, this must have just been all it was. No Virgin. So I did. Looks like 10 of these, unless the other box is Virgins. That could be also. But yeah, I remember that these took an extra long time to get because they had some get damaged. Okay, so these are the Virgins. And it looks like they are including a certificate on the back as well. Okay. Okay, so there's the Virgins. Let's see what number we got. Looks like 412. I think, yeah, there's 600 of these. So I basically bought those for the virgins then, guys, because I really don't. I mean, 600 is kind of like where I like to be or less. Even if it's up to 1,000, then I'm not too excited by that. Let's see if I guess we'll check the serial numbers, see if they're all looks like they're all going to be probably sequential. Yeah, so I have 403 through 412. And so they got their first batch of these. A lot of them were damaged. And these ones look pretty good. They had lots of spine ticks up and down the spine. So it took like, whatever. I mean, House of X is done now, right? So it took that long to get them. Okay, so that is all of the UK variants. Now we're into just some core stuff that's good to speculate on, good to hold as investments, and we're gonna save the Bronze Age stuff for last. So this is one that I got from my comic shop, and it was one that I found on eBay. So that's another thing, guys. Like, I know a couple people mention this, but I'll mention it too. If you see a My Comic Shop listing on eBay, go to My Comic Shop and buy it. You're going to save yourself, a few percentage points. So, anyway, I know a few people have mentioned that before, but yeah, I agree. Go to My Comic Shop and buy it directly. Okay, so let's get it out of this case. All right, so Solar Man and the Atom 10. This is a CBCS 9.6. I really like this book in a 9.6, guys, especially if you see that it looks nice and doesn't have some spine stresses that are breaking the color. There's one here that doesn't break color though, so I'm gonna stack a bunch of these up. Maybe work up like 10 9.6s, and then try and get them pressed and see if I can pull a couple 9.8s, because 9.6s you can pick up still for like $130, and 9.8s are like 850. So yeah, I mean that's just a crazy difference in price. I don't know if this one it'll be close. I mean the corner on the top has a little bit of blunting, but it might make it if they allow that as a bindery tear or whatnot. But regardless, even if you're not going to try and gamble and crack them all out and resubmit them, like I'm probably gonna eventually do. There's still, I think 9.6 is where you want to be with this book, just because the 9.8s are so damn expensive that 9.6 is just a bargain. I don't know if this is gonna fit. This is a pretty thick book. Maybe it'll fit in the holder. Yeah, it looks like it will. All right. What was this one? Okay, yeah. All right. This is one that just showed up today, actually, I think. Okay, more just kind of core investment grade stuff here. All right. Double boxed. Actually, he told me he was going to double box it, so that's cool. Yeah, man, it's like the eBay's charging tax now in Nevada, which Dude, I just my stomach turned when that happened. Cause you know, that's just like another 8% fee, or you know, 8.35% fee that I'm gonna have to absorb now. So um, that's not fun. So a friend of mine said he set up like a business account. You know, I sell a lot of stuff on eBay, so I'm gonna try and probably have to do something like that to avoid paying taxes on eBay, dude. Because that's brutal, man. It's like you're getting hit coming and going. No fun. All right, man. This is in a really old bag, so I'm definitely gonna rebag this. But this seemed like it was an original owner book, so that is also something I look for. You know, look at the story on the book, because if it's original owner, then you have a, I feel anyway, you have a better chance of getting a book that hasn't been bouncing around in long boxes forever, and have a good chance of it being a nice high grade. And this one looks pretty nice. So I'm gonna pick these things up whenever I can. I don't remember exactly what I paid for this, but you know, 350 ish. You know, sometimes raw copies will go crazy high, guys, and you just have to let them go. Okay, if you're looking to invest, when they go nuts, just let them go. There'll be more. All right. Okay, now these have been, you know, I've had these for a little bit, and this book kind of started to have a little bit of a resurgence as far as some renewed interest or whatnot. And I got these kind of right before that little jump happened. Not like a massive jump, but a little bit. And same thing where it looked like that these could be some original owner books. And he had two copies, which I always like that also. You know, if someone's got two copies and they're selling them both at the same time, um, you know, seems to me like you have a, a better chance of getting, you know, a nicer one sometimes that way. I've had pretty good luck like that anyway. Okay. Dude, what the heck is this, man? It's like freaking powder came out of this green stuff, dude. It's like I get hit with some anthrax or something, man. Yeah, this is weird. Um, the heck is this, man? Dude, these people come up with the weirdest crap to pack stuff in. Dude, I just don't even know. Okay, I'm just gonna. What the fuck? Dude, this stuff is the hell, man. This stuff is gonna make a massive mess. It's like fire. I don't know, dude. It's like fire retardant stuff or some crap in here. It's gonna just turn into a big old mess, man. Dude, you can't go grab some freaking bubble wrap? Yeah, this stuff is like just freaking like fiberglass. Powdery stuff. Dude, this is crazy. I'm gonna start inhaling this stuff. Come on, man. Oh, God. Dude, this is freaking crazy. Why? Dude, this shit's getting everywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Dude. Man, I'm gonna have to send that guy a message, dude. Please. That stuff is freaking brutal. Okay. Well, this is some... What do you do? Double Gemini in this thing? Or is this a different mailer I'm not familiar with? Yeah, it's like a Gemini inside of double Gemini? What the heck did he do? Huh. Yeah, it's like somehow he doubled up 2 Gemini mailers. This is taking entirely too long to unbox, man. This is just kind of crazy. Okay. So what did he do here? He like folded two... He like doubled up 2 Geminis. He like put them together and folded them together. I've never seen that before. It seems kind of like a waste of Gemini. See, he like kind of doubled them up like that. Anyway. Okay. God, man, this shit better not have any more powdery crap in it. Yep. Dang it, dude. What the hell is this stuff? Dude, I don't know. He's just using something that is not meant to be packing material. And if you cut this stuff open, then just all this powdery stuff starts coming at you. Wow, dude. I think this is like the craziest thing I've ever had to unbox. And we've had some pretty crazy ones. But what the hell is this stuff, man? Okay, we're almost there, guys. I'm probably going to be coughing this powdery crap up tonight. Okay, I'm just going to cut this. Wow, dude, this is just freaking nuts. Okay. Couple New Mutants 87s, man. 10 flipping minutes later. Let's take a look at them. Without pulling them out, this thing looks really, really nice. I don't see a color break anywhere on the spine, and the corners are ridiculously sharp. Yeah, that's nice. Real nice. Okay, let's take a look at the second one. God, they freaking better be after having to go through all that shit. Okay. This top corner looks like it's got that kind of printing defect where the corner is bigger than a corner, like it didn't get cut all the way when they were cutting the pages. So I battery died and just the regular iPhone mic. I'll have to reload this with some batteries. So can you guys hear me now? Oh, it is what it is. Okay, so let me take a look at this bad boy. Um, it's probably not going to be something that will grade bump, but it looks pretty good for the grade. So there she is, guys. MS5, first Ghost Rider. We'll put this in the PC. I'm partners in another one, but you know, I figured I better get one that I can call my own 100%. God, the flipping light. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get. Let's come this way some. There. It's not too bad. It's a pretty nice looking book. It's got one little kind of doohickey spine stress in the middle. It's like kind of like a double spine stress. Two of them right next to each other. Couple other little things. But all in all, looks pretty good. I don't know if it could possibly bump to a 9.2. Back looks pretty good. Couple little, you know, I don't know, man. It's possible. I've just had bad luck with lately with trying to play around with these bigger books like this. You know, we cracked the other MS5, and man, that thing looks so good. I thought for sure it was going to grade bump, and it went down a grade, and that was a disaster. Or not a disaster, but it just sucks. Especially when we improved the overall look of the book so much. So, I don't know. This one, I don't see it going down. You know, like it's definitely couldn't possibly drop to an 8.5, but like I said, this one's for the PC, so I really don't care too much about messing around with trying to possibly bump it to a 9.2 or not. It's a nice looking book. Guys, the only thing we were missing was some original art or something for this haul, but I mean, there it is. That's the last couple of weeks of stuff that I've been picking up. I'll have a CGC unboxing. Maybe we can do it. I don't know. Over the weekend, possibly. And then I got some more stuff coming back from CGC. All the Venom 9s are on the way back. Unfortunately, I kind of have an idea what happened with those because they charged my credit card. And when I see a charge on the credit card come from CGC and it's not what I'm expecting, that tells me there's a lot of rejects. So I'm not too happy about that, but I guess we'll see what happened. I'm hoping they didn't damage my books, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll get into it when we get into it. Test video. No, what did he do, man? Oh, yes, the test. Yeah. Yeah, that was nuts. It just shows you, I guess. Well, I mean, I thought, okay, to Bill a few times about this. I think that CGC is basically growing so fast that they have so many new graders that aren't, you know, don't have enough experience. And, you know, they could be grading too hard, they could be grading too loose. And I, you know, gonna venture out there and say that, you know, CGC supposedly is supposed to have 2 graders look at every book, and then they're gonna have one like high end grader double check the work of the other two. So you're supposed to have 3 eyes on every book. I'm telling you that with some of the stuff that I've seen, or with like Bill's book, there's no way that 3 people are looking at the book. They're just skipping that. Now maybe that only applies to big books like this, but they're not saying that. They're not saying, oh hey, modern books only get 1 eye on it. They're not saying that, right? If that's the case, then that would explain a lot more. But my thought is that they have just a lot of new people, and I think that they're not giving the book to 3 people. Or if the 3 people are looking at it, maybe the main grader isn't even looking at the books. He's just like, whatever. What do they say? Oh, okay, great. Send it through. Send it through. I don't know, but something along those lines is happening. The new graders aren't quite up to speed. Like on Bill's book, they missed a couple things. Whereas if you're just looking at it quick, you would miss it, right? And if you look at it, take your time, really get into it, dissect the book, then you're gonna see all those flaws. So I think that um, these guys are, maybe they're trying to go fast. I don't know. Maybe they're getting paid piecework, and it's like, hey, you need to grade X amount of books an hour, and they're just like going. I don't know. That could be a possibility too. Um, but regardless, they need to tighten stuff up, man. They need to have, if you're gonna have 3 people look at it, your high end master graders, or whatever they're calling them, they are what they are. But I would not put 2 new people on one book. I would say, hey, this is a guy that he's been doing this for a long time. We'll pair him up with a guy that's new. So that way you get, hey, this guy throws Bill's book a 9.2, and the other guy throws it an 8.0, and then the master grader looks at it, looks at the grader notes, and goes, yeah, this guy missed a couple things. Okay, we need to spend some time with him and get him up to speed. So that's really what I think is happening. And it is what it is. I remember when CGC's turnaround times went crazy. It was like 3-4 months to get books back, and then all of a sudden, starting a year and a half ago, the times got a lot better. Well, that was kind of right when I started to notice lots of inconsistencies. And it's not just overgrading; it's undergrading too. I think, sometimes I'll get something that is 1 or 2 grades lower than what I feel it should be, and I resubmit it, and it comes back higher. So, there's other people that have been speculating that maybe they're trying to make mistakes so that we send it back to them and grade it again. I don't really know if I buy into that, but it possibly they do that when you pre-screen things, because if I send a pre-screen 9.8 and something's, oh, this could be a 9.8, well, let's reject it and hope that he tries again. That's a possibility. But anyway, man, it's some crazy stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're. I've heard people say they have 100 graders, on staff now. Who knows, man? I don't know. I've said it a million times that I think you have to have some computers involved. You have to send books through, scanners, and have the computer look at it and identify as many factors as it can, so that if something happens, you have a chance. But I think that you're going to have some type of, artificial intelligence or augmented intelligence to go with the human aspect of it to really tighten stuff up, because it's like Tony's grading every book, so he's going to be consistent. So that's amazing. But once you have 100 people, the consistency is just going to go out the door. And that's kind of what we've seen. I mean, not that it's horrible, right? It's not horrible, but there's, maybe they're making mistakes on 5% of the books, or they're having inconsistency on 5% of the books. can't really call it a mistake, right? Because a grade is what someone thinks the grade is at this moment, and the next day it could be different. That's why I feel like you really need to remove a lot of the subjectivity out of grading so that you can have a computer that's going to analyze things. And hey, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spine ticks, and they break color, so that immediately knocks the book to the highest possible grade it could be as a 9.0. That way, if someone goes, oh, you know what, this looks like a 9.4, then the computer can say, hey, did you see all 5 of these color breaking spine ticks? Oh no, that color. So that's kind of, I guess, what can happen. So I don't know. I imagine at some point it's probably going to be CGC to do it since they have the biggest bankroll. But get some computers involved and get some artificial intelligence or some way to augment or help lighten the load of the human aspect of grading. Anyway, that's it, guys. It's getting late. I don't want to keep you guys up forever. Thanks for hanging with me while I unbox. Yeah, so we'll catch you guys later. I'm going to be on the hunt for more Spawn 99s. And these are probably the last 2 big books I'm going to get for a while. Because, man, these 2, yeah, they sent me back quite a bit. And, I don't really know when I'd be looking to sell this thing anyway, if, really at all. Because I would love to see, Master of Kung Fu and Iron Fist done right in the MCU. That could just be awesome. I'm really actually on the hunt for MS-15 too, or Marvel Premiere. I'm sorry, Marvel Premiere 15 for the first Iron Fist. I really want to try and find like a really nice 9.6 for like the $800 to $900 price range. So looking for one of those too, and that would be awesome to have paired with this bad boy, the 2 best kung fu masters in the Marvel universe. Anyway, yeah, Joe. I mean, and the amount. So I mean, my thought was, look, you could take, say if it's a spine stress that breaks the color. You could have like a level 1, 2, or 3 or something like that and have different sizes for each. And then, you could have the computer just scan it all and say, hey, okay, I've got a 1/16 of an inch spine tick that barely breaks the color. And then I have an 1/8 inch or 3/16, whatever. And you could call them level 1, 2, or 3, for color breaking spine tick. And then you can have the same thing for non-color breaking. And you can just add all that stuff up. It has, say, lots of digital references, then like staining on the cover, it'll be able to pick that up real easy because, it would scan the entire cover and then it could just start hitting it with a whole bunch of references. And like, where Bill's ASM, 301 had that like that black stuff right here, the computer would instantly pick that up and say, hey, there's a stain. Or on the back, if there was foxing or whatnot with some little kind of brown dots or whatever, it would pick that up right away too and say, hey, no, that's not in the cover, that's a stain. And then it could say, hey, staining, that's going to lower the grade to, say, hey, maximum of 8.5 now. So anyway, I think the computers will definitely be able to help and be able to tighten up the grading. But when that's going to happen, I mean, who knows, guys? I don't know. But is what it is. Thanks, guys, for hanging with me tonight while I unbox all this stuff. And, yeah. Dead batteries.